my name is Michelle from Capsule Closet Stylist. I help men and women all over the world build curated capsule wardrobes that suit them and their lifestyle. So we're finally in 2022. So if you're new to building a capsule wardrobe and it's something that you'd like to do, then listen on, because I'm actually going to take you through all the items that I think help build a capsule wardrobe, and kind of, it's almost like a capsule wardrobe checklist if you want. Now, before I go on, I don't actually believe in sticking to hard and fast rules. Now, there's a really, really good reason for this. You need to consider the environment you live in, and whether you live in a seasonal environment or whether you live in kind of the tropics or very far up north where it's cold the whole year, before you decide what you need to add and remove from your wardrobe. The next thing that you need to consider is your lifestyle. What do you do on a weekly basis? Now, the list that I'm going to give you is based on somebody living in a seasonal environment, and also on somebody who works but then also is at home. So they want something that's smart but also casual. So I've based the list on that. It could well mean that you need more of some of the items and some of the items you don't need at all. Consider what you do on a weekly basis and divide that time up. So let's say, for example, you work 9 to 5 at an office and you have to be smart and you have to wear black and white, for example. So that is going to take up probably about 60% of your time, which should also take up about 60% of your wardrobe. So whereas in this list I've suggested one trouser suit, you might want 2 trouser suits. You might want several more blouses to go underneath than what I suggest. So be really sensible about it and just use this as a general guideline. This is based on somebody who works but also wants casual clothes, who lives in a seasonal environment. The other thing to consider, I have kept the colours in my list quite limited. Now, when I work with personal clients, I always suggest they pick under 8 colours. Now, 4 of what I call canvas colours and 4 of what I call paint colours. Your canvas colours tend to be more neutral tones. So think, you know, stone, white, grey, charcoal grey, navy, etc. And then your paint colours tend to be the brighter colours which you paint on top. So the main part of your wardrobe is made up of canvas colours, and you have your paint colours that you paint on top. The reason why I say that is because it's much easier then for you to mix and match your wardrobe. And basically, if you're creating a capsule wardrobe, that's the aim of the game, is you just want something that's going to be easy to use and easy to choose from, that you know works for you. Now, all the way throughout as well, I've sometimes said navy or black. And the reason for that, again, is because a lot of people go for black, but black doesn't suit everybody, as does not bright white doesn't suit everybody as well. So if you're not sure, go for navy or a slightly off-white option. And if you need help with your colours, go to capsuleclosetstylist.com and look on personal styling, and you'll see a section on personal colour analysis where I can help you ascertain which colours do suit you, so you can use them to actually start your capsule wardrobe with. Now, the other thing that you need to consider, as well as lifestyle, the environment that you live in, you also need to consider, again, like I say, what colours suit you and also what you like. Now, I'm giving you a list of general classic styles which I think are quite timeless. Now, I think they're actually better to go into your capsule wardrobe because they tend to age a lot quicker. I'm a real stickler of, you know, if you're going to create a capsule wardrobe, create something that's going to last. Not only is it better for you and your money, but it's better for the environment. And believe me, we need to consider the environment at the moment too. So it could be that some of the items that I list you really don't like, or they really don't work for you, or they're not your style. So just omit them and replace them with something similar that does, or don't include them at all. So it needs to be something that suits your colouring, suits your lifestyle, suits the environment that you live in, and that you actually like and makes you feel good. Now, the last thing as well, it's worth knowing, is what body shape you are, because what body shape you are means that you can use clothes to enhance your best features. Now, again, every item that I've chosen on this list generally fits with almost every body shape and actually will work on most people. But if you want more information on that, and again, you want to kind of help with body shapes, again, head off over to the website, Personal Styling. You'll find a body shape style guide, which will help you with that. So let's get started. Now, the first things that I would add to your wardrobe are based pretty much on a style which will suit pretty much everybody, which is why I've chosen it. And that is the classic tea dress. Now, the classic tea dress, think 1940s, think these button-up, button-down dresses, which kind of came in a little bit at the waist and they went out in a bit of an A-line. They were either long-sleeved or short-sleeved. Sometimes they had a collar. Don't punch in Amazon or Google tea dress because there's awful monstrosities that come up, and believe me, they're not tea dresses. That kind of style will suit most people. It's classic, it doesn't date, you can wear it out to lunch, you can wear it for something casual, you could even wear it to work if you don't have a dress code. So I would choose something in either like a bright red, because that suits everybody, or like a navy blue, or if black suits you, go for black. You could choose something with a floral in it. Now, if you choose something with a floral in it, choose something where the colours of the flowers in it somehow link in with other colours that you've got in your wardrobe. The reason why I say it is because it's much easier then if, let's say for example, you've chosen navy shoes and a hat or something, and if you've got a navy dress, it's much harder to match those colours up, whereas if the flower on the dress is navy, it's much easier to match it up to other pieces. So use the pattern colour rather than the background of the pattern to match up with your accessories. So that's the first one, is a tea dress. Another one is a wrap dress. Now, a wrap dress that comes over and kind of ties up at the side, they're often quite A-line. Don't choose the ones that are really fitted unless you know that suits you. Go for a darker shade if you're worried about your shape. Avoid anything that's going to shiny colour, or like anything that's velour or satin or anything like that. Again, if you're worried about any parts of your body, because it will just pick up those parts of your body and enhance them. Go for like cotton colours. If it comes a bit low, wear like a little vest underneath in an alternative colour, and you can just wear it for the daytime. You know, wrap dresses come in all different shades. Again, they come sometimes in floral or just simple block colours. Avoid anything that's got stripes in it, because without knowing you, without knowing what body shape you are, I'm not sure whether that would work for you. And finally, in dresses, I would choose something that's more suitable for the evening. Now, you can go two ways with this. I would personally choose a simple block colour in like an A-line kind of almost shift dress, like a something that kind of comes in and slightly fits the top, then goes out in a bit of an A-line. I'm talking about the A-line again because A-line tends to suit more body shapes than anything else rather. So a simple black if it suits you, or navy blue, simple dress, because the reason why I say that again is because if it's not got loads of lace or frills or glitter or all that all over it, you can actually then use your accessories to brighten up that dress and make it for the evening. So the bag that you have or the shoes that you have. Alternatively, if you don't think it's worth having something in your wardrobe that's for evening stroke that you could possibly use for daytime as well, hire it. You know, you choose I think it's Hire the Runway. There's a few different companies now where you can go in, choose the colour, choose the style of a real beautiful designer dress for you if you've got a special occasion. So 2 dresses, the wrap dress, the tea dress, and possibly an evening dress are the first 3 things that I would have in your wardrobe. Now, the next things that are in your wardrobe, remember we're doing this based on a seasonal environment, are 3 different types of jackets. So the first one that I would consider is a classic black biker jacket. Now, I'm not talking about these ones that I've seen recently where they're cropped and then they're baggy and then they're batwing and then they're all different styles. Just choose a simple, straightforward black biker jacket that suits you and actually fits you properly. Doesn't have to be super fitted, doesn't have to be super loose, just fits you nicely. It's a classic style which has been quite timeless, works with dresses, works with blouses, works with a pair of jeans, works with a pair of trousers, all sorts. It's very adaptable. So consider a simple black biker jacket. The next one in the outerwear section that I would consider is a trench coat. Now think that simple stone coloured trench coat, think the Burberry style trench coat in either a navy blue, in stone, or in black again. Any one of those colours will work, apart from the black. If you're not sure black works for you, go for the navy or the stone, but navy or stone will work for any different skin tone. And again, that stone kind of trench coat will go with a whole variety of different outfits. It's perfect for spring, it's perfect for autumn, it's perfect for that transition between an autumn-winter wardrobe and a spring-summer wardrobe. The next one that you should consider is a wool coat. Now, if you live in the tropics, you can ignore this bit, but a wool coat. Now, try and go for something that's quite tailored. Now, by tailored, I mean that it fits you well. It is worth investing a little bit of money in a tailored wool coat that will last you for years. A year or so ago, I decided I wanted a charcoal grey wool coat that was fitted, that kind of went below the knee. I didn't want it full length, but I wanted it relatively long so that it would keep me warm in the winter. And I wanted something really smart that was going to be quite timeless. And it took me quite a long time to find it, because you can often go into the high street and pick up a coat that kind of pretty much meets those requirements, but then once you wear it for a while, it starts to bobble, or it kind of, you know, that it frays, or, you know, the material goes all weird and stretchy. So it's definitely worth investing. And I spent quite a long time looking. I'm a big fan of kind of buying secondhand, and I was looking on eBay and Depop and Vinted and all different places to find that coat once I found it. And I really recommend, if you're building a capsule wardrobe, that you do that. You become very, very intentional about what it is you're going to buy. And eventually, after about 18 months, I found this coat. I'm not saying every day I was like looking, but it was in the back of my eyes, like, I want a grey, charcoal grey, tailored wool coat, and of very good quality. And I knew I would just get it when I saw it, and I came across this Dolce & Gabbana one. It's absolutely beautiful. I always get comments on it every time I wear it, and I got it for £60, which is the equivalent of about $80 US. And it looks like it's never been worn. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. So it is worthwhile looking into that, and it is worthwhile waiting as well. So that's my next thing for outerwear: the biker jacket, the trench coat, and the wool coat. And the other one you could possibly add to that is possibly a blazer. I do mention a trouser suit at a later date, but another one you could possibly add onto that is the blazer, depending on your lifestyle and what you do. Now, the next ones I would consider you adding is a plain white shirt. A couple of shirts can kind of be really versatile in your wardrobe. So a plain white button-down, button-up shirt. Choose one that's got a decent collar on it. And by a decent collar, I mean one that kind of stands on its own, that's not like flat to the shirt. The reason why I say that is because it can very easily be dressed up or down then. You can use that shirt to look really smart and classic, or you can also use it to dress down. Shirts are great because you can wear them in a variety of ways. Look at my previous, I've got a previous video on my channel which tells you, I think it's 10 different ways to wear a white shirt. So there's so many different ways you can wear it. You can wear something underneath, you can tie it in crazy ways. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant addition to a capsule wardrobe. So that's one I would definitely recommend, unless you never have any kind of weather in your environment that, I don't know, means you're not scorching, then I would definitely consider a white shirt. You can wear it with a different coloured top underneath or something. The other ones that you consider as well is a plaid shirt. So consider something in a navy blue check, or in like maybe a red check, or a bottle green check, or a charcoal grey check, something like that. But whatever colour you choose, make sure it's one of the colours that you've chosen from your palette, or will pick up one of the colours you've chosen from your palette. By that I mean, if you've chosen navy blue, then that's good because it will link into other things. If you've chosen charcoal, it will link into other things. If you've chosen bright red and you don't have very much bright red in your wardrobe, that's fine, because you can still pick it up with, you know, like an accessory of some sort. So just consider what colour you get it in, and make sure it fits with the rest of your palette, or one of the colours in that plaid at least fits with the rest of your palette. Alternative to that, or as an addition to that, you could also consider the chambray kind of denim look shirt. Again, that's quite versatile, can go with lots of different options. If you're worried about your weight or your size, go for a darker shade of chambray rather than one of the lighter shades, because anything lighter will always make you look bigger, and anything darker will kind of make you look slimmer, essentially. Now, my next suggestion will cover you for both spring, summer and autumn, winter. Now, the first things that I would suggest you have is a plain navy blue t-shirt. Now I would go for a round collar or a kind of a crew neck t-shirt rather than a v-neck, unless you know v-neck suits you. The reason why I say that is because a round neck tends to work better under other things. Like, for example, we were just talking about the shirts earlier. If you wore a shirt underneath, you know, you wore a shirt a little bit open and you wore a t-shirt underneath it, it would be better if it was a round neck rather than a V. A V sometimes doesn't work so well under things because it kind of makes the alignment not quite right. So if you're not sure about whether V-necks suit you or not, I would definitely go for a round or a crew neck. Have a navy blue or a black if the black suits you. A white t-shirt. Try and choose off-white if you're not sure if bright white suits you. And a navy blue and white or a black and white striped t-shirt as well. The alternate to that, instead of navy, you could also have a charcoal grey, because those colours suit everybody, so you know it works for you. If you're not sure about the black, go for the navy blue or charcoal grey. And what I would also do in addition to that is have a winter option as well. So you could have a navy blue and white or a charcoal and white or a black and white striped long sleeved t-shirt, a navy blue t-shirt, a charcoal grey t-shirt and a white t-shirt. Black if you know it suits you. You can take one of those colours out and have a black as well. Within the stripes, you could actually have a Breton stripe, which is the classic kind of Brittany, France stripe, where you've got a block of white colour at the top here and then the stripes come further down. Those tend to be quite timeless looking as well. Alternatively, just go for a horizontal stripe all the way through. Don't worry about too much about stripes making you look bigger. If they're relatively thin, it tends to not have that effect, even if it is horizontal. It's only really if they're really big, wide stripes that it has that effect. Now the next one, this is kind of more for cooler environments, but a cardigan. A simple cardigan in either a v-neck or a round neck in a navy blue, charcoal, even a bright red if that works with your colouring or your colours in your wardrobe rather. Tend to go for darker colours because it tends to work better and it kind of, I don't know, suits the body better. So go for charcoal grey or navy or black or something like that. Then on top of that, I would have a v-neck jumper. Now you can have two of these. Have a black or a navy or a charcoal, one of those three options, depending on what you're deciding to put in your wardrobe. And also then maybe a stone colour. Again, I'm choosing a v-neck because if you decide to wear it under something underneath, whether you put a shirt, if you put your white shirt underneath it, for example, or you put your plaid shirt underneath it, for example, the collar will fit much nicer underneath a v-neck jumper than it will do on a round neck jumper. It kind of sometimes tends to get a bit bunched up on a round neck. So try and choose a v-neck, means you can have it a little bit open and make it look a little bit more casual. And also it works much better if you choose to have your round neck t-shirt underneath your v-neck jumper. And you can have a like kind of change of colour there. You can have like an opposite colour. You could have your let's say for example you've got a v-neck navy blue jumper, you could then wear your navy blue and white striped t-shirt underneath it, either the long sleeve or the short sleeve. Now this next one might be applicable to some people and might not be, some other people might not be so keen on it, but a jumpsuit, a simple jumpsuit. Now again, it could be in a wrap, it could be, but what I would choose is something that's got really simple clean lines. Avoid these ones where they've got an arm missing or where they've got a frill on the bottom or they're in a strange material. Just choose something in a matte material, really clean, like navy blue, charcoal or black. A darker colour would work best. If it's a shorter sleeve, it could mean that you could possibly wear your longer sleeve striped top underneath. So if you've got a navy blue shorter sleeve jumpsuit, you could maybe wear your striped long sleeve t-shirt underneath it, or even possibly a shirt, even possibly a white shirt. Jumpsuits are great because they give you the majority of your outfit and then you can add, mix and match them. You can kind of dress them up or dress them down, but avoid, like I said, frills, lace, anything crazy. Keep the lines really clean and really simple and it will look a much more classic. It's a great addition to your wardrobe. Now the next one, which I loosely mentioned earlier, was a trouser suit. Now the reason why I suggest a trouser suit, you could even get a suit that's got a skirt with it as well, so you've got two alternative bottoms. Go for black if it works for you, go for navy blue or charcoal if you're not sure. The reason why I think these are a great option is because obviously you can wear them for work, or you can wear them separately for a more casual look. So if you need a to look smart for work, obviously you wear the whole suit with one of your white blouses. If you are just going to lunch with somebody and you want to look kind of quite smart, you could just have the blazer with a pair of jeans and a white shirt, which I'm going to mention the jeans later. Or you could wear the skirt with a blouse, or just the trousers with a blouse. You could even put a pair of trainers with it. So a simple, again, tailored suit works really well. Try a straight or a slightly wide leg trouser in a medium waist. Don't go for too low waisted or too high waisted. The trouble is with those two extremes, they work really well for some people, but then not so well for other people. It depends on your body shape. So I would go for medium waisted to be safe. Choose something that sits, the jacket that sits at the top of the hip at the lowest, because again, that kind of suits most people, and something that's quite tailored, quite fitted. Avoid all these really baggy, loose things, or things that are really, really tight and they look like you're bursting out of them. Something classic and tailored that fits you well would work really well, and you can kind of mix and match it with other items in your wardrobe much easier as well. Now, leading on from that, if you've chosen to just go for a trouser suit without a skirt, another addition to your wardrobe could be an A-line or straight skirt. Now, I say the A-line again because I know it suits most body shapes, but the other alternative to that is the straight sort of simple skirt. I don't mean fitted, I don't mean pencil like wriggle skirt, I mean a straight skirt. It's usually got a split up the back, a little split up the back, or maybe to the side of the front. Again, it can be dressed up or down. You could wear it with one of your shirts, you could wear it with your casual shirt, you could wear it with your chambray shirt, you could wear it to work. Choose a black or a navy blue and a charcoal again, because that will mix and match nicely in your wardrobe. But if you've already bought a trouser suit that's got a skirt to match it, you might not necessarily need this. Alternatively, you could go similarly to what I suggested with the dress and have something with a floral on it. And use the colours in the pattern on the floral to actually add your accessories and mix and match, or even the top. So for example, if you have a I don't know, a navy blue skirt that's got red flowers on it, then you could put on a red and white striped top with it, or a red top on the top half. Use the colours in the pattern to actually add the additional items to it. Now this one is an addition that should be in pretty much every wardrobe. I think there's very few people on the planet that don't own a pair of jeans. The only problem is most people at the moment own skinny jeans. Skinny jeans seem to have been around since the dinosaurs and don't seem to be disappearing. And the sad thing is they suit very, very few people. They don't do anybody favours when the back of them goes down, when people are bending over. They go baggy, they look baggy on the knees. They suit some people, but if you're not sure if they suit you or not, I would go for a classic straight leg jean in a dark indigo, or at least a mid to dark tone denim. The reason why I say that is the mid tones to the darker tones tend to age less frequently. The really bleached out, snow wash and all that age really quickly and look dated really quickly. That classic dark indigo denim jean seems to work. So if you're not sure, go for that shade. Go for a straight leg denim. Think the classic 501, medium waisted, button up or zip fly, whichever you prefer. And again, you can wear that with your white blouse, your silk blouse. You can wear it with your stripy t-shirt, with your plain t-shirt, your long sleeve t-shirt, with one of your jumpers with a shirt underneath, whichever you want. It will work really, really well in your wardrobe. So yeah, a classic pair of straight leg dark denim jeans. Now, finally, everybody needs something to lounge about the house in. Everybody needs something for those days when you just want a duvet day and you don't want to be going out and the weather looks rubbish and you just want something to feel comfortable. So a lounge suit, a lounge jumpsuit, tracksuit, hoodie, pair of tracksuit bottoms, whichever's your bag, however you want it to be. This one doesn't matter so much what colour it is, but if you want to kind of go for the darker shades and they would fit with the rest of your wardrobe, just choose something that's comfortable and feels good on you. Like I have this cashmere charcoal all-in-one jumpsuit which I bought from the White Company, and it's ethically sourced, by the way, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is just the thing that I put on when the temperature's dropped and I just want something that just feels really cozy. So whether that's your bag or you just want a cotton jumpsuit, tracksuit bottoms, lounge suit, whichever your bag, definitely add one of those to your wardrobe. Now, one of the first things I suggest with accessories is your bag. I'd have an evening bag and a daytime bag. Your evening bag can be bright and sparkly, the thing that helps you brighten up that jumpsuit or that dress that you can wear in daytime or in the evening. And then your daytime bag can be much more practical to carry all that stuff that you need during the day to help out the family or with the kids. Choose simple block colours, avoid anything that's too kind of fancy and lots of different patterns on it, and then it will go with the rest of your outfit. With the evening bag, you can afford to have a little bit more sparkle, but still keep it in pretty much block colours. Next is scarves. I would have a simple silk or similar square neck scarf, which can be worn with your stripy tops. It can be worn in the neck of your shirt. It's a really classic addition. Have some of the colours in that scarf, which are your paint colours, so bright red or bright pink, whichever colours you've chosen. It can really lift an outfit. In addition to that, I suggest you have a wool scarf for the winter. Again, you can use it in a similar way. You could have an outfit that's head to toe in charcoal with a bright yellow scarf. It just really lifts it, and actually particularly when it feels really dull and kind of, you know, cold, it's really nice to have this bright colour that lifts an outfit. So yeah, a silk square scarf with a pattern on, and then a simple block coloured scarf in a bright colour if you choose, that's wool for the winter. Next, I'd look at hats. Now, if you're a hat person like me, I love my hats. My friends tell me that when they see me walking down the road, they can tell whether it's nearly winter or whether it's nearly summer, depending on what hat I wear. So I'd suggest you have a straw fedora for in the summer, for when the heat's pounding down on your head and you don't want to get sunstroke and you want to keep your face like from getting burnt. Then a simple fedora hat in a natural colour with maybe a black or a navy blue band in it, depending on what the band is, matches the rest of your outfit, then a straw hat would be great. Similarly, for the winter, go for a beret or go for a fedora hat in a block navy blue, black, charcoal grey. Something really simple, because those hats can really finish off an outfit and make it look classic. Finally, and last but not least, is footwear. Now, there are several items which I suggest you add to your wardrobe. The first one being trainers, the next one being flat pair of shoes, usually brogues, a pair of heels for when you're out in the evening, that can be sandals or court shoes, a pair of knee-high boots, leather knee-high boots or pleather knee-high boots for the winter, a pair of stompy boots, and a pair of sandals for the summer. Now, your trainers I would have in a block, simple block colour like white or black or grey. If you also have a sport that you attend, you might want 2 pairs of trainers. The same goes for the leather boots, whether they be stompy kind of Doc Martin style or a knee-high leather or pleather boot. Choose it preferably in darker colours, it just looks better and actually it wears better, particularly in the winter. Your summer sandals can have a bit of a heel on them, they can have a wedge, they can be flat, whichever works for you best and feels most comfortable. And then the brogues, you could go with a bit of fun with them and have them in a bright red to top and tail an outfit. You know, if you've got a neck scarf that's got a bit of red in it and you've got a pair of brogues that got a bit of red in it, then go for it. Alternatively, stick to your navy blue, your black, your charcoal, one of the more kind of neutral tones. So I hope that you found that helpful. I will be back next time with more tips and tricks and advice on style, colour, and capsule wardrobes, and how you can make the most of your capsule wardrobe and how it can serve you and your lifestyle, which is the most important thing, I think. So if you've enjoyed this video, like it below, let me know in the comments what you think, let me know in the comments if you've got any questions or you've got any suggestions for future videos, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.